All right, who's here to find the best playbook to rebuild with in Madden 25? Well, you're in the wrong spot because this is about the worst playbook in Madden 25 that I would never rebuild a team with unless I wanted to challenge myself. Yeah, it's that bad. As you can see, we have one of the best teams in Madden 25 having a 7-10 record. So we'll deep dive into that in a minute. The numbers, I mean, not even the numbers are good. You're not like, oh, yeah, you're going to rush for this many yards. You're going to feed the number 2 wide receiver to have ridiculous numbers. There's nothing good about this playbook. So before I reveal that playbook, can you tell me who you think it is in the comments? I want to see who's right. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. And if you don't know who I am, my name is David. This is Franchise Revival. I do a lot of rebuild content for Quick Sim, some slow sim stuff, but right now mostly Quick Sim. I want to help you in your Madden 25 rebuilds, and that's the purpose of this channel. And I also like to do my own rebuilds, so from time to time I'll put them up. So let's get into it. Let's break down why I think this is the worst playbook in Madden 25 to rebuild with. So let's start with the biggest point to why this is a terrible playbook. We've already kind of mentioned it, but it's the record. The Chiefs going 7-10, and other teams of this caliber I've seen have losing records really tells you how bad this playbook is. Now, amazingly, we're eighth in rush yards, and that might be about what this playbook does. But as far as being a top ranking offense in Madden 25 rebuilds, as far as numbers, we'll get into them. Definitely not that, but record wise, it that you can't. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with a 7-10 team, dude? If you build a team that was this good and they had a 7-10 record, we'd all lose our mind. I would, dude. We didn't come here to do that. We didn't come here to rebuild our teams with terrible management and coaching. No, we know what the best playbooks are, and this ain't it. Barely cracking 4,000 yards. We're not even cracking 4,000 yards with Patrick Mahomes. And in fact, if it wasn't Patrick Mahomes and we had a quarterback like, I don't know, pick any young quarterback, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, you might be throwing for 3,000 yards instead of 3,800. Barely cracking 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions is high. I mean, these are all inflated by Patrick Mahomes being good, so these could be even worse with a worse quarterback. Rushing wise, if we had a single back that was starting in all the positions, I guess he would get 1,300 yards, close to 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns. Not that bad, and you get 400 yards from Mahomes. That's actually okay. That's not bad. So you definitely would have to build in the ground game a lot more than anything, and then receiving wise, that's to me that's not too bad with having three wide receivers go over 800 yards. The touchdowns are low. You're not getting any receiving out of your running backs, so that's not helping there. Your tight end numbers are low. I mean, Kelsey's one of the best tight ends in the game. You put him in the Chiefs' offense, and he's going to catch damn near 100 balls for over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. And you can see how this just nerfs him. This doesn't throw to him at all. The slot, Rashee Rice, not bad. I'm sure if you change the scheme around here, you might get a better record. You might win a little bit more games, and you might get some better numbers. Maybe you can flirt with 3 1,000-yard wide receivers. Maybe. I'm sure if they're all really good, you could. But I mean, this offense is already a 91 overall, and it's not very good. And without further ado, it's time to reveal the worst playbook in Madden 25 to rebuild your franchises with. It's right behind me. I wrote it down here for you. Oh my God, that glare. The Bears. The Bears. It's the Bears. They're the worst. I'm sorry. The Chicago Bears offense is absolutely trash. You've seen the proof. Don't use it. I wouldn't use it. If you're interested, I did use the West Coast zone run scheme. I think there's like 11 other schemes to choose from. Maybe you get better results. Maybe you decide to challenge yourself to rebuild using the Chicago Bears offense to see if you can take down the best teams and the best playbooks using the worst playbook. And if you do, let me know. I want to hear about it. I love to hear about your records, your stats. Did you get it to work? Was it easier than you thought, than I thought? So let me know. Also, I'm in the middle, actually not the middle. I'm towards the end of finishing up the QB rushing playbook. I've got the playbooks down. I'm just been trying to get narrow in on the abilities to give you best way to maximize these playbooks. And then I also after that will have the tight end playbooks. So I'm trying to get this all out to you for the draft. So after the draft, you can grab your favorite team or take control of the career of your favorite player from the draft and really dominate, putting up big numbers in your Madden rebuilds. Because I think we've been on a little bit of a low. Everyone's getting sick of a mock draft coming out every day. I know I am. They haven't changed hardly at all. Um, so we just want to get to the damn draft, and we want to see what our team's going to do in the draft, so we could feel that hope of being better. So anyway, let me know what you think. Do you agree? If you do rebuild with the Chicago Bears playbook, again, come back and let me know how that goes. And as always, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.